Today we will see directional force. How we can give a directional force to a sprite. So we go to the Pictoblox interface and start coding for directional force. So we have a sprite whose name is Toby. By default the size of a Toby is 100. Okay, so we will keep it 100. So we go to the event, okay, and we require green flag. Why do we require green flag? So that we can execute a program. Without green flag, can we execute a program? No, we cannot execute a program without green flag. Okay, then do we need to draw anything in the stage? No, so I don't require clean slate. Okay, so when clean slate is required, when you want to draw something so that everything is erased. So I go to motions and I say x and y axis 0. Why I say x and y axis 0? So that my sprite is in the center of the stage, and I say point in direction 90. So I finish my first part. Then I go to my blocks and I will create a block. So I go to my blocks and I make a block. Okay, I name my block as force. Okay, and I give an input distance traveled. Okay, and I give one more input and I say y starting point. And I say okay. So I have named my block as force and I have two inputs. Which are those? One is distance traveled and one is y starting points. So what is y starting point? Okay, so in a stage we have x and y axis. Have you all seen any time a graph? Okay, we have a x axis in the center, that is the horizontal, and the vertical is the y axis. Okay, I will show you all. I go to choose background at the bottom. Okay, and I search for a x and y coordinates or grid. Yes. Okay, so I have x and y axis. So x is horizontal and y is vertical, and my Toby is in the center of x and y axis, that is 0 comma 0, that is x0 y0. So towards the bottom we have negative value, that is y minus y. Okay, x minus 180. Okay, towards on top, okay, we have y 180, so it is positive, and bottom is negative. So down it is negative, on top it is positive. So what this is vertical line, so y axis. Okay, and this is x axis, the horizontal. Towards the left it is negative and towards the right it is positive. Remember always. Okay, at the bottom it is negative and top it is positive. Bottom negative, top positive in y axis, and x axis is towards the left it is negative and towards the right it is positive, and my sprite is in the center of the stage. Okay, now can you see here x and y axis? X is 0, y also is 0. Now I go to motions and I say change y by 10. Okay, y value, this is y. Okay, so y value by 10, so positive value. I don't want to give my value, so I will use a operator. I will say minus operator. Okay, and I say distance traveled minus 0.5. Okay, so what is 0.5? We will come to later on. Then we go to control and I give a if option and I say less than, search for a less than. Go to operator and I search for a less than. What less than? If y position, okay, if y position is less than minus 130. What is minus 130? From where I got this minus 130? So what it is? If y-axis is minus 130. Minus 130 in the graph. Okay, say suppose this is my graph. We have x-axis, y-axis. So minus will be at the bottom, right? And towards the top we have positive value. So minus will be down. So my toe is in the center. X-axis 0, y-axis 0. That means my toe is in the center. So I'll bring my toe at the bottom. Okay, I will bring my toe in the bottom. Minus 131. Okay, can you see this value? Minus 131. So I will make it exactly. So I say x-axis, which is 6, I will make it 0, and I will make this as 130, and I press enter. Can you see what is minus 130 now? If y position, that is the negative value, if y position is less than minus 130, that is bottom, minus 130 means see his legs are already gone in. I can't see his legs. Okay, it's already gone in. Okay, if y-axis, that is y position, is less than minus 130, okay, set y to 120. I will make and see, and set y to 120. So I will make it 120 and see if it is above the line. 120 and press enter. No, it is too much. So I will make it 125. Yes, it is exactly. Neither his legs are going in. It is exactly touching at the edge. So I will say minus 120, which is minus 120 is, I will make it to 125. Okay. So if y position is less than 130, that is going in. If it is less, that is just above. If it is less, set y value to minus 125. 125 means exactly touching at the edge. Okay, you can change this value and see, students. Okay, you can change these values and see, no problem. Okay, set y to 125. Then I go to control again, and I say again if, and I go to sensing, and I say if key space bar is pressed, instead of space I say up arrow. If up arrow is pressed, change y value by 5. Okay, change y value by 5. Okay, instead of 10 I will say 5. Change y by 5. So what is the meaning of change y by 5? Say suppose my Toby is over here. Okay, he's coming down, and while he's coming down I press up arrow. It will move upwards. The moment I press up, it will start moving upwards. How many points? 5 points. Okay, 5, I will say 5.0. Okay, it will move 5 points above. The moment you press up arrow, when he is coming down, say suppose I want to press here, it is, my Toby will start bouncing. Okay, my Toby will start bouncing. The moment I press 5, okay, the moment I press up arrow, wherever my Toby is, from that point it will move 5 points upwards. Understood? So change y by 5 when I press up arrow. And then I call my block. I go to my block and I call my block. Okay, and I say y position. So I use a operator. I go to operator. Okay, and search for minus. Okay, I search for a minus. Yes, so I say y position. So we are just using y position only. Okay, if y position minus starting point, that is y starting point. Okay, y position, that is y axis, minus y starting point. Okay, it may be this starting point, it may be this starting point. Okay, and again I call y position. Why I call this y position? Okay, because we are targeting only y axis. Okay, and then I will close my script. I will close my script and I say 0, Okay, distance traveled 0. So wherever he is, so it may be this starting point, it may be this starting point, it may be this starting point. So it is 0, and I say y position, because we are targeting only y position, and I say y position, and I run the program and see what's happening. See, can you see, students? Yes, my Toby is jumping. Is it going below 125? Look at this. Is it going below 125? No, because it is set y to 125. Okay, now say suppose I press up arrow, it will move 5 points ahead, that is above. See, see, can you see? Up arrow, up arrow, up arrow. He's just moving 5 points. See, up, up. So I'm not allowing him to come down. I'm just pressing up. See, can you see, students? Yes. Can you see? Perfect. Okay. So kindly go through this course, practice. Okay. Try changing the values, set y-axis. Try changing the set y-axis to 100. Check what is happening. Okay. Change y value by 10. See what is happening. Okay. Kindly practice the same. Thank you, students.